first episode, and yeah, I'm just going to show you what we're going to be making. I'm going to be making a 2-player Pong game with controls and everything, physics, using all of that just from Python Turtle and Python in general. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Now we're going to be for this first episode, we're going to be setting up the project. So yeah, what I like to do is add a comment, so that's a hashtag, just to see, say what we're doing. So for example, what we're doing here is, ping Pong in Python Turtle. And yeah, so first thing you want to do is set up the screen. So comment screen. This is very helpful because when you're scrolling through all your code, you can see you can find very easily what you're looking for. Whereas if you don't have these kind of comments here, you'll have to look for a while, and that can waste quite a lot of time. So set up the screen. So we're gonna name a variable screen equals. Actually, let's name it window. Just make it easier. Window equals turtle dot screen. Right. And here we'll set up the screen, but for it to actually set up and update when we want it to update, we have to make a while loop, while true, window dot update. So this just updates every Python turtle. One thing, import turtle. That's my mistake. Turtle. You have to import it to be able to use it in Python. And if we run again. Here, you see just a blank screen, the default size, you can stretch it and whatever. And right now the name here is Python Turtle Graphics. So, if you just get rid of this. Now, we can give the screen attributes, if you want to say. So, window, to set the size, window dot setup. And here we go. Here goes width height. For this project, you'll need an 800 width. 600 height. We run that, see that? There you go, you can see the screen has changed slightly because the default is 700. You can say window dot, not background color. They set that for short for us, I guess. BG color, so standing obviously for background. And you'll see if you run that, you get a blue background color. This can obviously be whatever you want. You can make it red and just type in, remember to use quotation marks, red, and then if you run that, then you get a red screen. I personally prefer blue for this kind of project. There's more attributes that you can do, and one of them is title. This is so when you saw Python Turtle Graphics, you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it Pong by Felipe. You can name it whatever you want. You can name it Pong by your name, or just Pong, or Ping Pong, or whatever. But that does, obviously, once again, doesn't really matter. That's also optional. You don't need it. Here, window. This here, is hard to explain a bit, but it's called window.tracer. All this means is that it's in here, the default value is none, right? But in here you would put how many frames you want it to skip every frame. So if you put 3 in here, 3, it would do 3 frames every second. But for now, we're just gonna have nothing. That could be changed later on in the project, I guess. But for now, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna name a few variables. Player, such as player 1 score equals 0. Player 2 score equals 0 as well. Declaring, so making our actual paddles. So here, player 1. So first we have to declare the variable as turtle. Turtle. Can't spell today. Dot turtle make sure this is a capital T, just how Python works, I guess. But just make sure that's a capital T, or you will get an error. Now, this is something that new coders get confused with all the time: the speed. New coders always think running speed, so the speed of how it moves, but no, it's just the animation speed. And the highest, the best, is 0 for some reason. But yeah, that's just what it is. So this is the animation speed, not the actual running speed or speed you want it to move at. We want paddle1.pen up, because it's a turtle, and turtles mainly used for drawing. Wherever it moves, if it's not without this, wherever it moves, there'll be a line drawn as used with a pen, I guess. But that's just what you use, the attribute you give the variable to not draw anything when it moves across the screen. Now we want to set the position. We want to set position to where we want it to start, and there's one here. There should be one here and one here. So we want to set this position to the left. So here being X and Y, it's not going to be X and Y, but here we give an X value of minus, because remember, minus, plus, plus, minus. So minus for the X of 350. And because it goes minus, because it's 800 of this side, so it goes minus 400 plus 400 here. We want it not at the very edge, to leave space for the goal, but minus 350. And height wise, to start it, 0, because we want it just across the screen. We've not declared, we've not given the turtle shape, so right now it'll actually just come up as a little arrow, a little triangle. So we want to set it a shape, and because in Python Turtle there's not actually a shape called rectangle, we're just going to use a square. You'll see what we do with that. So we use the attributes paddle1.shape size, and then you want to do stretch underscore width, so you don't need to write width, equals 5, and then you want to do stretch underscore len equals 1. Right, and that is it for our first layer. And then here, as you can see on this, here, right there, doesn't have any movement, it can't move, but that's what it is. And then we're gonna there's not really a trick. All you have to do is just, when you need 2 players, when they're the same thing, just copy, then just change everything to 2, and you do that. And then you can change any of these attributes. You're obviously going to have to change the set position, but the color you can change, so you have 2 different colors. You can have 2 different shapes. It isn't really recommended, but you can have that. We're just going to keep the colors same. All we're going to do is make this plus 350, I mean, sorry. And here, and then you'll see on the right hand side, we have another paddle. No movement yet, but yeah, that is going to be the end of episode 1 of this Python Turtle tutorial on how to make. You guys have enjoyed this first video, and I'll see you guys in episode 2.